minute here, let's talk about true love. Cause once guys in the mix, ain't no way we ever split up. Never giving up, even if the road gets tough. Tapping away, Kingdom Marriage Podcast. We got that game of faith, hope, and love. Tune in for a minute here, let's talk about true love. Cause once guys in the mix, ain't no way we ever split up. Never giving up, even if the road gets tough. Tapping away, Kingdom Marriage Podcast. We got that game of faith, hope, and love.
Hey, what's up, everybody? So we're back here on another season of Kingdom Marriage Podcast, where we strive to give an valuable insight on marriage and love. We gotta say on love because some people married and they don't think they're in love. So
you need to check out some of our previous podcasts then. Make sure you're married to the right person.
Gotta be married to the right person.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So today's episode is
Rekindling the Fire.
Whew.
I know, but let me just start off. I know we have our stuff we already write down, but let me just start off by saying this. I know we are going on how much years now?
Going on 9 years. She
9.
tried to trick me just now. Thought I was going to mess up.
We're going on 9 years now.
I feel like 20.
God is
a good 20.
God is good.
God is wonderful.
I love you.
I love you too, baby.
Yes, God is really, really good. 9 years, eh?
He do some work in us.
Yes. Wow. And I'm just reminiscing even now on when we first got married. I love dressing up for my husband. Like, I wanted to make everything so good for him. Like, when I say so good, I wanted to make sure I was good or make sure the way I look was attractive for him and the things I do, the things I say, I wanted to support him. And I'm just thinking about when we first got married. Okay. So now we're married in 2 years, and I could tell you some of them things started to change. Not saying
Get
that
a little relaxed.
Yes, not saying that I don't love my husband or I don't love my husband anymore, so I just stopped doing certain stuff. It's just that I started to get comfortable. I started to get comfortable, and I started to be like, oh, I don't have to dress up no more. I didn't have the paper. I didn't have the rocks. So why I feel I need to do all of this? Yes, I had to check myself. Because I could be real. When I first got married, the lingeries used to come out. Then after that, you throw on your little dress.
That was it.
And so I started to get comfortable. And I think that's most marriage. Like, I could speak for this marriage.
Yeah.
We start to get comfortable.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I'm like, oh no, I got to do something now. I have to do something. So I'm saying this to say, go back. I know things might be the same because we have children and other stuff, but go back, take it back, bring it back to your mind. Like what you used to do to keep your husband eye on you, or not. I don't even just talking about the look. You got even the way you talk, communicate. Yeah. So we're gonna now start this off.
Even with that being said, something I learned a long time ago, and I think it's a saying that a lot of older people say: whatever you do to get it, you gotta do to keep it. So it's like not necessarily saying that I shouldn't love her through all phases of her life. Of course, I love my wife through every single phase. I was there with every childbirth, loving you the same way. But I'm saying, because you love me and because I love you, I want to always put on my best.
Yeah.
Put my best foot forward. That's in looks, that's in marriage, just in the way I speak, in the way I love. However that looks, we have to make sure that we put our best foot forward. And I think this is the perfect topic for putting your best foot forward. Another thing is, rekindling the fire. we going to dive into this.
Yeah,
but
we're gonna get it.
It's 4 keys, 4 like vital keys that we want you to get during this whole message. And those 4 keys are
Communication,
prioritizing,
trust.
selflessness. Oh, that's 4
That's
already?
the 4 keys.
Wow, I was ready for more. Communication.
It is more.
Yeah, it's a lot more, but those are the 4 keys, right?
just for the day.
Communication, prioritizing, selflessness, and trust.
Those are the 4 keys to help rekindle the fire.
Trust me. It's a lot of what do you call it? Smoke with no fire. You know, when the fire going out, you just see the black smoke start coming up.
Smoke, yes.
Yeah, you looking for if you wanna rekindle that fire and have that blue flame. You know they say the blue flame is the hottest part of the fire. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't get your mind dirty yet.
No.
Because it's way more than sex.
It's way more than. I know when you're saying rekindling the fire, just some people just thinking about sex, but it's way more because I want to just throw trust in here. Your spouse might have hurt you. Something might have went wrong where the trust was broken. And when trust is broken, sex is not on your mind. So you can't say, okay, now we're going to rekindle the fire. You broke my trust, so now let me try to see if I can now throw myself on her, throw myself on him now so he can want me. When trust is broken, you got to build that trust back before you could get to that next phase. You can't be on number 1 and want to jump to number 5. No, you have to work your step. You have to work the step. From 1, go to 2. How can you get to 2? Okay, what the situation is, let's talk about it. That's where communication come in. Now, let's talk about what is going on. What did I do wrong? You have to now bring it. Now, you can't say, we're going to build this trust back if y'all don't talk about it.
And when you're talking about it, that's where we get with rekindling the fire mentally.
Yeah.
Mentally, because when trust is broken, people say your heart is, you got a heart break. You feel that.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of things going on in your mind.
Oh.
So imagine trying to prep your body for physical touch when your mind is running wild. Imagine trying to sit down and say you're going to go out on a date, have dinner in front of somebody, and all you could do is see everything that you didn't want to see.
And all you see is everything that they did to you, and they could start look in your face. Wow. That is so
you
good.
have to rekindle that fire mentally because you have to invest time and effort into understanding how you have to connect with your spouse on a deeper level. Listen, and communication is what? Talking it over. If we don't have the conversations that we need to have, then it just crumbles. That's where marriages begin to have a breaking point in lack of communication. And a beautiful verse is Proverbs 18, verse 13. To answer before listening, that is folly and a shame, because you have to listen.
Yeah.
We can route.
We be so quick. Let me just jump in right here. We be so quick. I know me and my husband, I can talk. When he's talking to me, right, this what I do. Yeah, he talking and I'm like, yeah. He said, baby, can you just listen for a minute?
Just slow down.
Before you even answer. You answering and what I'm saying, you really off because you ain't listening. So just slow down for a moment and listen to what your spouse have to say.
Yes.
Just listen. Even now, just listen. After all of this is done, go in the room and just listen. Hear what it is he have to say, what it is she have to say. Just listen, and then you can answer back.
And do it genuinely. Don't just do it because, you just watch this podcast and that's a way to hurry up, get over the trust factor and we could jump back into bed and stuff like
No.
no, you have to do it genuinely.
It have to come from
It
the
have to
heart.
have it has to have like empathy.
And all of this is gonna help the marriage to be on flame again.
Because you begin to
You see these hearts? Sorry, just see these. How the heart is on flame. That's what we. Oh, that's what we want to build.
Hey, that's it. Yeah, this is yeah.
Hearts on fire
Hearts
for
on-
one another.
The heart will be on fire for one another, and in you rekindling that fire and that communication on a regular basis, you begin to share your dreams, your aspirations. You're not scared to tell your spouse the new idea you thought of, because now you're realizing what it is to actually be on one accord.
On one accord, yeah.
And this is just building intimacy, mental. I mean, not
No,
rekindling the fire
Rekindling.
mentally. See, I feel someone pulling. See, they want here, but this intimacy part, bad.
maybe me.
So, we talked on this communication.
We tapping on
We tapping on trust,
trust. Yeah,
prioritizing.
making time for one another. I know I said earlier about being on number 1 and trying to jump straight to number 10. So I'm going to use this number from 1 to 5. So think about when you and your spouse start dating and when y'all just got married. You would say you was on number 5, right? You would say you was on number 5.
Yeah.
5, because you're freshly in love, but as time goes by, we're 9 years now. So think about where you are now. What number would you say you are at now from 1 to 5? So say you're saying, maybe 3. If you're number 3, find out how can I get to number 4 in this moment. I did not say number 5. Because you are now building this intimacy back.
Steps. You gotta take steps.
You can't rush. If you want this thing to everything, when you build something, you want it to be done correctly.
You gotta have the right foundation. You have to build it properly. You have to do it the right way. You have to be up the standard and building code. Because we were just talking about
that. I say, why it seems like this building, when we first come here, it was going fast. But now all of a sudden this building isn't finished. Why it seems like this building taking long now? And my husband said,
it's up to, they have to do inspection. They got to pass inspection, building codes. They have to make sure.
You want to make sure it is everything is right. So you want to make sure if you're now going to rebuild this intimate and you're going to rebuild this rekindle this fire between you and your spouse, just go to the next step. Don't rush to get to number 10 like your sister and your brother is. No, you're trying to build this marriage the right way. Yeah. So go to the next step. If that next step is, every time my husband, some people, what you call it? Like, they like to be by themselves sometimes, like don't like to be bothered.
Yeah, they introvert.
Yeah. Your spouse introvert or you introvert, however it goes. And when you normally come in the TV room, your spouse is always to the end and you would maybe just sit on the next end. So that's your number 3. That's your number 3, right? So take it to number 4. This is not number 4. No.
Why is she?
No. Your number 4 is now.
The introvert can't even compute all that.
Your number 4 is now. Come in a bit closer. And just watch TV or watch what they're watching.
And
that's your number 4. And then next week, you take it. Hi, baby. How was your day?
Oh, I thought you was meaning.
know? So I'm just helping you to take it step at a time.
One step at a time. Because even with that, right? Now, even with us, we had you had some times where you went from 1 to 10 sometimes,
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, she had some times when she went to 1 to 10. You're
Yeah.
busy, you trying to put some work in, and all of a
He
sudden,
pushing you off. So now in that moment you feel like your spouse don't want you.
not only that, it could go 2 ways.
That's how I felt.
Right. That's how that's what I'm saying. That's how you feel. And in those moments, I didn't even know if you was being serious or playing.
Okay.
Because you just take it to a 10, so it could either be it gotta be a joke. You ain't even, like I busy. And you just take it to a 10?
Yes. What you mean?
You take it 1 to 10. You just tell them take it baby steps.
No, hold on. So what you trying to say?
No, I'm saying.
So if I would
This is us having a conversation
in the room, and I come out the room and just hug you, take it to 10.
No,
what you say?
10, and you're like, baby, I love you, and all over me, but I literally imagine you want a Zoom call or you keeping work.
No, you saying that's me?
You did it before, is what I'm saying.
What? I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's a while ago. It's a while back.
That must be really bad.
Yeah,
That must was playing for real.
No, I thought you were playing, so I was like, baby, this and that, and then you were kind of like, you feel some type of way.
See why it's important to have communication? Because I'm just hearing this for the first time, but that's fine. We are helping you guys.
Yes. No, but what I'm saying is that is another scenario. It's like, okay, sometimes you thinking jumping to number 10 or number 5, not you no more. I off you, baby. I mean in general. Right. You thinking jumping to number 1, I'm in number 5 or 10 takes just get you rapidly there or passionately there.
No.
And your spouse could take it like, oh man, she just playing. Hold on, wait. And just throw you to the side. And then in your heart.
Yeah.
In your heart of hearts, your feelings of feelings.
Yeah. You hurt.
You don't want me no more.
You hurt.
Or fellas, she don't want me no more. She must be. Right now, she on the phone talking to someone else. And just
just run across my head. Spouse just come home and saying, okay, come baby, let's go into bed now. But you didn't even ask how my day was. So that's like a little turn off too for women too as well.
Correct, because
vice versa. Because like we were saying, rekindling the fire is more than just the bedroom. We want to communicate. You want to know how my day was? You want to know like how someone bothered me so bad I was ready to tell them something, like, so it's not just about the bedroom.
I never see us go straight to the fire. Like, think about, even when you're thinking about rekindling the fire, you got to think about building a fire. Mm-hmm. When you think about building a fire,
get the wood.
You could light that match all day and throw it on a piece of wood and it wouldn't work. You have to get the right wood. You have to lay that down properly. You have to get if you're doing it the easy way, you gotta get the lighter fluid. Either way, the lighter fluid, you gotta make sure the lighter fluid is only right there.
Yeah.
Or else you'll start a fire, a blaze everywhere, and that's the wrong fire. You don't want to start that fire.
No.
So you wanna get the lighter fluid, get the match, and even when you're doing it, you have to be careful because you might burn your hand. Don't burn yourself now.
Oh boy.
Don't burn yourself now. So what I'm saying is, you have to know how to rekindle the fire and take your time.
And however, rekindling the fire in your marriage requires more than just the bedroom. That's what we were saying. Requires more than just the bedroom. It involves showing up for your spouse in all aspects of life. 1 Peter verse 4 and 8 reminds us, above all, love each other deeply because love covers a multitude of sin. This verse encourages us to love our spouse unconditionally. Unconditionally. forgiving them, forgiving their shortcomings, and embracing their strength, showing them kindness. This is helping.
Yeah.
Showing them kindness, showing them respect, showing them appreciation every day. Before you speak, this is a way, everybody have their love language, right? And when you grow in a marriage, you begin to see you have different things that makes you smile or gives you,
a little joy.
A little joy.
Yeah.
So I want to sing my little joy right now in this moment. At first, when we got married, maybe not, but now, as we grow and we are getting older in the marriage, we learn that different things, what we used to like, we might like no more, but we grow to like something else. And that's why it's so important to pay attention to your spouse and, have communication, what you like, what you don't like, how can I do things different, or what can I do different in the bedroom. If you don't like something in the bedroom, and talk about it. Just talk. I don't like when you do that. Just talk about it.
Just say it.
Just be open.
This is you being open. This is you being honest. This is you being transparent. This is something you have to deal with for the rest of your marriage. For the rest of your life. So
deal with it and just fix it and see how y'all go work. Like find a way. It's a way. You could find a way. So something my husband did this morning, I had a ministry assignment where I had to wake up and pray this morning on Zoom with a grouping of my dance sisters. And when I came into the office space where I was doing this Zoom, I have my table set up with my Bible and stuff. And when I went down to sit down, I saw this little paper. I took a picture. So show it. Yeah, that's it right there. So I took a picture and listen, that made my heart smile. Aww. And in that moment, I just wanted to hug him. In that moment, I just wanted to kiss him. In that moment, I just wanted to say, I love you, baby.
I love you too.
Like, I love you. Like, that really, so it's the little things sometimes just make your heart smile. You don't have to try to do so much. Sometimes just tell her, you are beautiful today before she go to work. Tell him, you look fine, eh? Don't say, you going to work to look for someone, eh? Why you dress up? Why you smell so good? Why you all fix up? Why you have to put on all that makeup to go to work? It's giving a compliment. It's going to be helping your marriage. You look beautiful. You look fine. You look dashing, baby. You look good. When you look good, I'm like, baby, you look good. You put it together.
Yeah.
And he had to learn that too, because I told him, I say, you didn't even give me a compliment.
I wasn't used to doing.
You didn't give me a compliment, but we had a conversation. We had a conversation when I told him what I would like more and stuff.
Let me just say this too. Don't feel because you ask, I shouldn't have to ask for it, because that means you don't notice. That wasn't even the case with me. It was just I wasn't outspoken about it. It's a difference. So now that I learned that, okay,
you were saying it in your heart,
I was saying it right. So now that I learned to speak what's on my heart
or your mind, because I can't read your mind. You're saying it, but I can't read it.
So I learned to speak what's on my heart and speak what's on my mind. It's not hard for me to do, because I'm not trying to be something I'm not. I'm not faking saying, "Oh, you look good." No, you really look good. I'm not faking saying, "I love you." No, I really do love you.
And when your spouse give you a compliment, it's fine to say thank you.
Yeah.
Don't say I know. Or don't even reply back. But say thank you. That goes a long way. And let's learn to tell our spouse, I love you, before they go to work. Yeah, let's bring that back.
Let's
let them know you love them.
We even reached to the I don't know if we're gonna talk about it on this podcast, but this episode. But for sure, we always encourage y'all in any type of way to even pray with your spouse.
Yeah.
Pray for your spouse.
Yep.
You know, some mornings we be running late, but still hold your hand and
Yeah.
say a little prayer. And we ain't asking you all to go to the prayer grotto and call on the 7 seals of heaven. And
Just even if you call him on his lunch break, say, "Can I just pray for you today?"
you don't want to call, you could text. Send a text. Because when you're mad, you send an old paragraph anyway. You send a whole epistle anyway. You're sending a 7-minute voice note anyway. You might as well send a prayer.
Send a prayer. All of that it's gonna help build your marriage.
And what I also want to say, lastly, as we get into the intimacy part of it, I want to say that you have to learn to love your spouse beyond your love language.
Yeah.
See, because we be thinking that, "Hell, I like this, so they need to like this too." No, you have to love them beyond your love language. Mm-hmm. You have to learn to love them beyond their love language and all. Because you want to be all around. If you learn anything from this podcast, it's going to take time. Effort.
Yeah.
And you have to do it right.
It's not going to happen.
To rekindling.
It's not going to happen in just one day.
So you want to, take time and do it all around.
Yeah.
You don't want to just jump or to just a little and have a little spark. And
if it's a trust issue, deal with that. If it's a communication issue, deal with that. If it's a bedroom issue, deal with that.
Deal with it.
But whatever the problem is, bring it to the front and y'all deal with it. See how best y'all can make it happen one step at a time. Don't beat your spouse up over it. One step at a time.
So, with intimacy, we all say we are busy and life can get busy. We got 4 kids, baby.
We got 4 kids. And to be real, I can be real. Sometimes you just don't even be into that intimacy.
You don't be into it.
When you grow.
And not only that, it's like...
Not when you grow, sorry. I didn't go on to say grow. When you be so much years, because then you realize it's more than just that.
Yeah, it's more than just the sexual part.
You really realize, if we being real, married people, women, it's more than just that.
It's more than that. But I wanted to say, you still want to make time.
Yes, definitely. You have to.
Because if God created,
don't let it be missing.
Because if God created it, He created it for a reason.
Yeah, it is important.
That is also I can't think of the word, but that is also a representation of you coming together.
Yeah,
joining together.
Yeah. Intimate,
intimacy. That is a part of you.
That's a part.
Joining together. And what I want to say is, we get busy. We get busy. We have kids. By the time we done wind them down, we ready to go sleep.
Listen,
they done tired us out.
So let me just throw this out there. So now, hubby wanna become more intimate with his wife, right? Baby, come here, come lay down with me for a bit. I know how he goes, so I know how he says. When he says something, I know he getting that. He want, yeah, you know that. He want to eat cookie. So anyways, I came in the room. We have 4 children.
People could type in the comments, Cookie Monster.
We have 4 children, so Tanasia, Talia, they're the more older one. They go and they play. If we tell them, give daddy and mommy time, we need to talk or we doing something, they do just that. But the twins, they don't understand that.
And if they understand, it's clearly they don't understand. And I really think it's that little trend, I know. Trent, I know you was understand because you can watch this podcast too, and you was understand me. But you was play crazy because you was giving me that grin.
Laughter's good for the soul. So anyway, so we came in the room and Trinity and King follow me, and I'm like, go there, go with
They
Nene.
following you.
Go with Nene. So King decided to go a bit, but Trinity, mommy. So anyway, so I'm like, oh man, I put her in the bed. I tried to put her in the bed. So hubby said, don't put her between us. Put her to the end so I could come close to you. I just want to hug you. I just want to embrace you. That's what he said. So anyways, I put Trin to the end. Trinity all over me. Mama. Like she ain't giving me no time with a daddy.
I can't get
So
nowhere.
I just turn and I hold on. I let my husband, he hold me. And then King decide, mama. And Tanash like, oh man, I ain't got no time with my wife. That was so funny. Oh my goodness. So
It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then.
It wasn't funny then.
It wasn't funny then. Trust me.
Like, serious.
I was like, babe,
I'm like, but listen, so this
it's
for
happening.
listen, this for the married couple that have children, like honestly, and especially young children, finding time with those kids, it is be hard. I could tell you it is be hard because when you do have time, it's like we working, but we have to find. So in that bed, I'm saying like, wait, okay, my husband in need, I'm in need. We need to find some time. Like, I don't want to really like plan it saying we're gonna.
Yeah, we don't want to schedule it, but
no, but I'm like, I have to find.
But we
a
have
time.
to. But we have to schedule situation like make time for it. Like
Just make time, just to chill and just to be.
On this day,
is for us.
It might be possible there. We ain't scheduling it
No.
to make it like be pressureful and have to be perfect and all of that.
But it's just the time when we begin to, when we come together as one and we talk and stuff, and then the intimate, the feelings start to come, and that flows like that. But just finding the time,
Gotta get the time.
it is be very, very being real. It is be hard with the twins. The twins, for sure, it is be hard. But I made up in my mind, I'm going to find whatever time I can. I'm going to find that time just to be around him. Even if I just have to hug him, embrace him. One day in the kitchen, I just hug him and I said, I love you. Just give him that embrace that he need. Because I remember he said, I just want to hug you, I just want to embrace you. So I found that time in that kitchen just to give him a hug, just to give him an embrace.
And let me just say this out to the man that comes home, wants his wife, and his wife is tired.
Yeah,
like I talking about outer it. Y'all don't see. A lot of men don't understand dealing with kids, the drag that we deal with, the mental capacity.
Oh boy,
a lot of us don't understand it.
It is be a lot, and it drains us.
And I was able to see it, understand it, because Holy Spirit, he showed it to me. Like I'm able to be here at certain times, even when I ain't here. Let's just say I tapping into the office working. I have an ear out there. I could hear, oh Lord, Father, don't let them drive my wife crazy. Father, please give us strength.
Yeah.
But a lot of men, they don't work from home like me. Mm-hmm. They go to work,
so they don't even
deal with work, and when they come home, as far as they concerned, you been home all day with these children relaxing.
Yeah. You ain't have my food ready.
My food ain't ready. Or you supposed to be laid out like a plate on the bed for me. I just saying.
And that's where
communication
coming. But not only that you coming home as the working spouse or the spouse, and your food is not ready. How about you go in the kitchen now? My wife then being home all day with these kids, then work all day. I could see she's drained. She couldn't cook for me. Even if you can't cook, say I'm gonna let me take you out for a meal.
Like it
All
trust
of that
me.
that could bring joy to her, knowing that she does it all the time, and you take the initiative and go ahead to now prepare this meal. Go ahead now to wash the clothes. Go ahead now to get the children ready. All of this helps bring joy and love and laughter to the family.
Man, I can tell you, it ain't easy. You have to show consideration. You have to show some type of empathy, sympathy. You have to show some type of
Can be self. That's where
like
the key for
selflessness.
you forget.
Selflessness.
I forget about that.
I forgot about that key. Sorry, y'all.
But y'all know we still, even though we didn't say it, we still tapping in like about communication and everything.
Selflessness is, oh man, you have to be selfless because you have to. That's the only way you will understand. That's the only way you will be. That's the only way you will be understanding of your spouse. You have to be selfless. Like you have to understand that it ain't about you all the time. It's about
boy.
you.
It's about
how could we better this situation?
Yeah.
How could we build this marriage? And it has a whole lot too with you understanding that you have to love your spouse with the love of Christ.
Yeah. Oh, that.
Love your spouse with the love of Christ. How many times you prayed for something and you didn't get it? Pray, when I say praying, I mean you asked God for something.
Yeah.
And you didn't get it. How many times you asked your spouse for something and you didn't get it?
Yeah.
How many times, even though you didn't get it, you still say, well, God, I love you. I trust you. I give you honor.
Mm-hmm.
How many times did you ask your spouse for something and you didn't say, well, I trust you. I still love you and I will still honor you.
Mm-hmm.
We must love our spouse with the same love of Christ.
Yeah.
Same love. His example to us should be our example to our home.
Our home, our children. Yeah. That's good.
Think about it.
That's good.
Anything else you want to say, babe? 'Cause I don't try to bring nothing else in.
You ended on a great note. The same love we love our Father with. The same love He loves us with is how we should love our spouse as Christ loved the church.
Yeah.
Even when hurt come in, even when disappointment come in, even when something crazy happen, He still loves us.
And when something crazy happens, we still love Him.
And we still love Him. We still trust Him.
So let's love one another.
So let's love one another. Let's rekindle the fire.
Let's rekindle the fire, y'all. And don't forget
The 4 keys.
4 keys. Communication, prioritizing, selflessness, and trust. Thank you all for tuning in. Can't wait to see y'all next time. Here.
Kingdom Marriage Podcast.